This is me, Snake Walker, for 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 the Snake Pit. For the Snake Pit, how you doing? It's been a long time. It's been a long time, but I'm back, and I hope you can hear me. Today, you can see my face. I'm here. This is me. This is my snake. The merch is down below. You know, the link to the merch is down below if you want some merch. So I'm putting a face to my snake. And now, this, as you see from the title, this is episode 2 of my Talking Baseball series. And I just want to talk about things that been happening with the Yankees and Derek Jeter and why he stepped down of the GMs of the it wasn't GM, it was CEO, sorry, to it was CEO to tell you why he stepped down as CEO. The reason why he stepped down, because the owners didn't let him spend the money that he wanted to spend. He wanted to spend 10 to 15 million on, you know, players and pitchers and whatever he wanted. But you got to understand, you're only a half owner, and a little half to be exact. You don't. This is my these are my sources that allegedly he was only 4% of the owner. He was only 4% of the team. He owned 4% of the team. Now, 4% is not really going to give you much, because when he told the owners, oh, I want to spend this much, I want to spend that much, they're looking at him like, no, we're not going to let you do that. because these are the Marlins. The Marlins don't have that kind of money to spend. They just spent on Soler, the guy that used to play for the Braves, and kudos to the Braves, they won the title. They just spent on Soler. I think it was 1 year and 35 million. Like 35, 32. I'm not really sure, but I know it was a 4-year. And Castellanos just signed with Philly for 5 years and 100 million. And this is what I'm saying, chat. If you can hear me, this is what I'm saying. That the Marlins don't have that much money to spend. So how could they get all the superstars if they don't have that much money to spend? You know? And my thing is, sorry, chat, I was checking my value. But anyway, but my thing is, they don't have that much money to spend. So how could they get the superstars that they wanted? How could they get the superstars that they want if they don't have that much money to spend? You know, and this is why Derek Jeter stepped down, because his vision, it's not what he signed up for. And this is what he said in his statement of the team, that his vision is totally different that what he signed up for. Okay. If the team that you signed up for has one of the lowest has one of the lowest payrolls in the game, okay, what you expect for them to do? They have one of the lowest payrolls in baseball. So what you expected what you expected them to do? You know, and this is why Derek Jeter stepped down, you know, because they didn't let him spend the money that he wanted to spend, you know. You know, and just because you're the greatest shortstop of all time and you're a Yankee, it doesn't mean that they're gonna let you do what you want. No, you only 4% owner. They're looking at you like, are you serious? No, because you gotta understand, it's still his team. Yes, you're Derek Jeter. Yes, you're the greatest Yankee of all time, but you're just that. You know, just because you're Derek Jeter doesn't mean that they're gonna let you do what you want. You know, and this is why he stepped down, because they didn't let him do what he wanted. You know, so that's just my opinion. Whoever, listen, you agree with it, you agree with it. You don't like, you don't agree with it, then there's nothing I can tell you. I can't tell you how to think. You agree with it, you agree with it. If you don't, then what can I say? You know, and my next topic is uh the White Sox just no, sorry. Um the the Yankees just signed outfielder Marlon Gonzalez. They just signed him from Boston. They just signed him from Boston, and Carlos Rendon. I forgot where he went. Um, he signed for 5 years and $44 million, but I forgot where he went. But the Yankees did a couple of signings and stuff, and they just signed for depth, you know, just for like just in case somebody get hurt, you know, they got somebody else to put in there, and they got somebody else to put in there, just like just in case somebody get hurt. They're signing for depth. They're signing to get more people on the bench. They're not signing to, oh, this guy can hit home runs, so he's gonna sign, or this guy can strike people out, so he's gonna sign. They're signing just in case somebody gets hurt. That's exactly what they're doing. And they need a pitcher. They need a pitcher. I don't I don't care if it's Frankie Montas or Sean Manaea or any other pitcher. You need a pitcher. And they just traded Luke Voigt to the Padres. What a team to trade him to. Couldn't trade him to nobody else. Got to trade him to the Padres. Tatis Jr. When he comes back, he's going to start hitting home runs again. Along with Luke Voigt. And this is what always happens. When you're on the Yankees, you do terrible. But the second you get off, you start hitting home runs. You start getting, you start doing defensive plays and everything. You couldn't do that when you was on the Yankees. Watch, and I'm telling you, Luke Voigt. Watch out for Luke Voigt. He's gonna be banging them. I'm telling you, he's gonna be banging them because he can't play defense. So you got to put him in the designated hitter because you can't play because he can't play defense. So if you put him in the designated hitter and sit somebody else, I guarantee you, it's gonna be home runs all over that place. Between him and Tatis when he comes back, oh my God, it's gonna be nothing but home runs all over that place. Same thing in Philly, because they signed Castellanos and they signed this other player that I can't remember right now. Chat, you know I'm truthful with you. I'm not gonna bullshit you. So, it's Castellanos or somebody else. So, same thing with the Phillies. They're signing people, not to strike nobody out because their bullpen is terrible. But they're signing to just hit home runs and do offense. That's it. That's what the Phillies are. They're an offensive team. And that's what they do. That's who they sign. They sign offensive players. So you won't see no defensive whiz on Philly because they're not about defense. They're about offense and hitting those home runs. That's it. And let's see what else. Yeah, David Robinson, he went to the Cubs. David Robinson went to the Cubs. He was with the Rays, but he went to the Cubs. And a couple of other people went to the Cubs too. So the Cubs are really trying to find a niche. The Cubs and the Tigers. Michael Pineda, he went to the Tigers. Javi Baez, he went to the Tigers. I think it was for 6 years and 140 million. I'm not sure, or 40 million. I'm not sure. But Trevor Story, breaking news. Trevor Story went to Boston, and I knew it. I knew he was going to Boston. I don't know why, but I just knew it. He went to Boston for 6 years and 140 million. And this is, and let's see, and that's all I have to report. Derek Jeter stepped down. There's a whole bunch of teams doing acquisitions, adding to their team, and I can't wait until the season. And it's gonna be more trades. Oh, trust me. And then, and another thing. I'm sorry. It was another trade with the Yankees. It was the Twins and the Yankees. The Yankees gave away Gary Sanchez, the catcher that can't catch. They gave away Gary Sanchez and Gio Urshela to the Twins. Gave Gary Sanchez and Gio to the Twins for Josh Donaldson and Ben Roykvik, the new catcher. I think he's a rookie. And this trade is a good trade and a bad trade at the same time, in my opinion. Because it's a bad trade because um um Donaldson is 36, but he can still hit. But the Yankees were saying that, oh, we trying to get younger, we trying to get more athletic, and we trying to run. And okay, fine. You're trying to get more athletic, you're trying to run. All right, fine. But you just traded for a 36-year-old baseball player. So how young is that? I'm saying don't get me wrong, 36 is still young, but in baseball terms, it's not. That's what I'm saying. And in life, okay, baseball is still. I mean, 36 is still young. Let's be real. 36 is still young, but in baseball terms, it's not. So, you know, when it comes to baseball, Donaldson is considered old, and I'm doing air quotes old because, you know, so they traded for Gio Urshela and Gary for Josh Donaldson and Ben Voigtbick. I don't know how to say his name. I don't. And they traded for Falefa, Counter Falefa. They traded for him, and and this trade was crazy because they just traded Counter Falefa from Texas to the Twins. And after that, they flipped him and traded him to the Yankees. So, and then with the Twins, now they don't have a shortstop. So, a week later, they signed Correa. So, they made the Yankees trade for Falefa to put Correa in that spot. And to make matters worse, they signed Donaldson for 2 years and $50 million. So the $50 million that the Twins owe him, the Yankees are gonna pay him that. And so basically, they're giving them Donaldson and the money. So, and this is the money that the Dodgers owe him. You know. So, I guess the Dodgers was like, here's Donaldson, here's the money, here's Countess Falefa. Just give us Roykvik, and no, just give us Urshela and Gary. Just give us Urshela and Gary. That's it. And I guess Cashman was like, okay, cool, we do it tomorrow. Was it a good trade? I guess so. But you never know until the season starts. Because on paper, it don't mean shit. On paper, Donaldson is better than Gary on paper. But in reality, you never know when the season starts. Gary might have more home runs. You never know. And on paper, well, in my opinion, was this trade the best trade? No. Was was it in a right trade? Yes. And chat, you see my background. My background is the old Yankee Stadium. So, and I can change it. I can change it to Shea. I can change it to the stadium. Shea. I can change it to a whole bunch of stuff. I can change it to the Field of Dreams. You know. Well, this is. I have nothing else to report for now. But if anything goes down, I'm gonna be right back over here talking about it, and it might take me a long time to get on here because I got to get the information right. But eventually I will be back on here. So this is Snake Walker signing out, and I see you later on today.